Are you interested to see how my Forex and crypto trading bot programs in the DeFi worked out in the last week? If you are in the right place. I'm going to talk about three projects that I am invested in the DeFi space that all have to do with crypto trading or Forex trading through bots. These programs, some of them are newer than others, and I'm going to go over three. I said that a couple times. I know. I'm sorry. So I'm going to go over number one, Aviate. How is it doing after I think it's probably been 90 days or almost a couple months at least on Aviate. Number two, I'm going to talk about iBots. iBots has been around since November of 2022. Here we are in June of 23. I'm going to talk about, and you will see my returns there as well for the last week. And finally, I'm going to talk about Green Figures. And Green Figures, this is my second week in Green Figures. And I'm going to show you all about it, where I am, where it is right now, the program, how much the returns have been. Now, all three of these programs, they all have different results, widely different results. And so I think you're going to be mildly astonished to see what happened in these three bots in this week. Now, there was a lot of volatility in crypto in the last week. You know, we had Polygon Matic was down in the 50s, 57, 58 cents a coin. We had Bitcoin dipping down to 25-ish. We had a lot of volatility, a lot of volume. So technically, we should have seen a good volume of trades if you're doing long and short positions. Now, that is the case for some, but not all. All these projects are not equal right now. But again, I will tell you, there is a level of risk in all of these things, a high level of risk in all these things. This is your risk capital. This is money that if you lose, you're not going to cry. You're not going to be upset because these are risky investments. High risk, high return potential, but also potential to be rugged, disintegrate, made up coin values going to zero. All these things are possible. So I do urge you, if you're going to get involved in this space, please make certain that you're willing to lose the money you put in. If you're not willing to lose the money you put into these trades, or these, I shouldn't say trades, to these programs, then don't do it. Do not do it, because if it rugs, I don't want to hear anyone say, well, I needed money for rent or food or this or that. No, this is pure risk capital. Whether it's $50, $500, $5,000, $5 million, it doesn't matter, whatever your level is. Now, let's get going. Let's look at one program that, let's see. This is Aviate. Aviate came out, I want to say it's been 90 days now, but I don't recall. Time just flies by. And in the last week, in 1 week, this is how much pending rewards we have. 0. All right? Not good. The project was supposed to be a very transparent project. It was launched with the help of truth seekers. And, they say, on one hand, they were saying we had 8 months back testing of these bots and everything was going great. But it's weird when they started actually, when they took our money, as you can see, I have 1,141 coins staked. When they took our money, all of a sudden the profits have been very, very low. Don't know why. Don't know what's wrong with the bots, but very weird. And there's not a lot of information. They have a whole section on their Discord called transparency, but it's not very transparent, in my opinion. I think more can be done to this protocol if the developers and the founders of this protocol are watching. Please just give us the information. It shouldn't take long to produce a CSV, Excel, whatever file of all of the trades, not an overview. I want to see all the trades. That's just me. I could be wrong, but there would be more faith in everything if you could see all the trades. Now, let's look at another program. Okay, so that's Aviate. So Aviate is a big goose egg, zero, nothing in the last week. Very little in the last few weeks. Very, very, very little in the last few weeks. Now, someone please correct me. How long has it been since Aviate launched? Their coin value was $1. Now it's probably in the 40s, mid 40s, as far as the coin value. That's all I have to say about that one. Let's go to the next one. This is iBots. Now, iBots has been around since November. As you can see, the return on iBots since November is 30%, right around 30%. So you're 6 months in, I should say. We're mid-June right now. 30% return. That's not bad. I have, as you can see, I have $1,190 in the bots. In the past week, I've earned $5.74. So we'll call it about a 0.5% after the developers take their fee, because I get, I can't remember the numbers, but I get a good portion of the profit and they keep some back. They withhold back as for the project. That makes sense. That's how it's done. I bet you it says in the white paper. Let's go to the white paper. Let's see. Here you go. iBots. Is a Forex and crypto trading bot. All right. And so if we come down here, create an account, make a deposit, generate your address, send any amount you want, earn passive income. And that's what we're doing. Now, I'm not here to review this. How much service fees? The fees are 20% from the bot's profits only. So if the bot profits, they're going to take 20% of it. I think that's reasonable and fair. I don't have a problem with that. That's their management fee, we'll call it. If you want to withdraw, the withdrawal is $499 less. Excuse me. The fee is $5. A withdrawal of $500 or more, the fee is 1%, right? And my earnings withdrawal fee, $1. So if the minimum they'll let you take out is 11, which means they keep 1, you keep 10. So the protocol is doing okay. I'm not upset with a 0.5% a week. That's not terrible. If that's the math I did, I think it was a little bit more, because you see on the 12th, they earned 1.12%, and then on the 16th, it was 0.6%. So that looks like it's 1.7%. I get 80% of that. They keep the 20. Fair to me. Okay. Now, the last project I'm going to talk about, I've seen some negative press on this one. I don't understand it, but all of these have potential to go to zero, just so you know that. I am not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, but all of these projects can go to zero. But I like the transparency of the next one, and it's green figures, right? So you see here, there's over 200,000 invested, 458 investors, total profit of well, that's a pretty interesting number, 20,432. It's just about 10%, okay? Overall of the total profits. But you got to remember that $200,000 wasn't in the whole time. So that money hasn't had time to reach the profits. But in the last week, 1 week in green figures, I earned 10.38%, which I only put in $300. Now, I only put in $300 because it had to do with BUSD and my initial of BUSD. And so here we go. Let's do a live withdrawal so you know I'm not full of it. Let's see. Let's claim this one. I think next week I'm going to compound, but this week I'm going to claim $24 off my $22.99. It ended up being over a 10.38% return, but when they back out what they take, I get $24.83. Let's claim it. I hope my MetaMask is still hooked up. It is. And I hit confirm. Let's see what happens. Sorry, that was really annoying. So any minute now, we'll see if it worked. I'll reset this page. Let's see. Did it work? Oh, yep, it took it out. So I've taken out of my $299 I put in 2 weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago. I've gotten $38.08 back. That is not bad. Okay, that is not bad. My withdrawal initial, you can ask to withdraw the initial investment. You can do that, but it's in trades right now. Now, what do those trades look like? You can go to the live trades, and let's do this real quick on here. Live trades. Okay, so continue to my FX book. As you can see, the equity is growing. People have been putting money in there, and the returns and growth has been pretty solid. So overall, they've gained 25% in gains. Let's see, return on investment as a percentage of the total deposits. Now, as a total deposits, as we noticed earlier, not all of that $200,000 was put in originally. So right now, this has about a balance of $173,000 in trades. Profit's been 20,000. There's some interest paid. All right, so overall, these trades have been going pretty good. And you'll see all the open trades, all the trade history. See, there is all the trade history, every single trade in real time that they've done. Pretty transparent. I don't know what I'm missing on this one. I want to put more money in this one. But there's some, I do get affected by negativity on the internet, and I've seen it on this one. Don't understand it right yet. Now, the developers, yes, the auditors are part of the project. That has some concern for me. But overall, this is a good one. I'll put a referral code down there. You don't have to use it. I'm not making you use it, but if you do, I appreciate it. But remember, risk capital only. Only put money in there you're willing to lose. I'll put that down below. All in all, if you think about it, let's see, Aviate is a big zero. I'd really like to see that project perform. I would really like to see them have more transparency and show us the trades, show us what's going on. Just tell us, hey, listen, we messed up our bots or whatever happened. Because last week was a very volatile week. There's lots of movement in the markets. If you have long and short positions, you should have made some money. Green Figures, this is mostly Forex trading. They made some money last week. iBots made a little bit of money last week, but Aviate, no money. So hopefully they're working on some things in transparency. iBots is a steady performer. It's not lighting the record books up on fire here, but it's a steady performer. 30% since November. Here we are 6 months in. If they keep that trend, that's a 60% return. That's 12 to 15 times better than your savings account. It seems to be, it is risky, but it seems to be a decent place. I don't know what the future holds for it. Is it a Ponzi? Don't know. Can't tell, but it looks okay. This one, if this is real and they didn't make this stuff up and it's directly linked to their account, you're seeing the live trades and they're making money. This seems like a good play. I'd like to put more money in there, but the BUSD, it's got me a little nervous. Because Binance US is going through some things, but also I just didn't have a lot of BUSD and I didn't have a lot of BNB to train into that or USDT. Most of my money's tied up in different projects. But anyway, long story short, that's how I did this week. So Green Figures performed over 10% in 1 week. iBots, what did we say, was about 0.5%, give or take. And then Aviate is a 0% return. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope I answered your questions. If you have any questions, put the comments down below. I think you know that. Like, subscribe, all those things, and I'll see you next time.